guys, welcome back to another live stream, and this time we're trying something a little bit more special.
Can you tell what it is?
Can you guess what it is yet? Alright, and we need to mute the TV in the background because that's just...
People running towards the TV. Thank you guys.
We try with the professionalism and we just get it wrong.
We figured.
Yeah, we didn't mute the other telly because we were checking live streams. But how cool is this? I'm seeing green.
Don't you ruining the illusion.
Sorry, yeah, we paid a fortune and we got this big thing behind us, this big banner behind us, didn't we?
Yes,
it's all good.
Exactly what happened.
And straight into the room is Kim. Hi Kim, you alright, mate? But that's all good.
Yes.
And we've tried. We've tried to
An effort was made.
Tom and Dom, or one or the other, or both, are in the room. Hi guys. Geeks are in. Rich, Rob.
It's good.
John.
To see everybody.
I forgot John's name. He's going to hate me now, isn't he? Awkward. Not as awkward as Rich putting kisses on a message to me before.
That's cute. You guys are adorable.
Joe's in. Hi, Joe.
This is great.
Graham, Drakey.
Hey, Finn.
Mike.
Finn's
Mike,
in as
we've
well.
got something for you tonight. Dawn's Apothecary's in. Cool. Finn's in, yeah.
Finn, I finished your altar.
Big McDanskull's in. Dan Moore's in.
This is good. Everyone's liking the new background as well.
Order's gone out today. All the restocks come in. Your order's gone out today. You'll be happy to know. And then Antonio loves the new background. Obviously,
this is
does.
Good. It's
and to be
well.
fair,
like
this was something we've wanted to do from the beginning. And Antonio, it's worth mentioning as a shout out of thanks to you. Antonio sent a few emails through with suggestions, and we're trying to implement them where we can. We want to make this better and better. Backdrop today's obviously a foot. I'm looking behind.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 40k background today. It's the Dark Imperium set. And if I move that way towards Georgie, you can see the Death Guard gang.
Am I in the way?
Towards me, and you can see the Ultramarine Primaris Marine.
Very cool.
But yeah, we'll have different backdrops on different weeks. We don't want it to just be solely 40k, and we're not just talking about solely 40k, are we? What are we talking about today, George?
Is it the bad thing to say? The first thing I was going to say was the Space Marine Codex being
It's a little bit important, to be fair, so we're going to go
kind
into
of
that.
important.
But we'll give you an idea of a few things that we're going to go through. Or should we just do them one by one rather than... We're not the news. We don't tell you what we're going to tell you, then tell you what we're telling you, and then tell you what we told you.
That was a lot of information to take.
That's what the news does, though. It's our news.
Basically, we're going to go miniatures games, board games, card games, maybe a little bit more of miniature games, then we'll get talking to you guys a little bit more. That's a rough and vague outline to keep you interested, but not give too much away.
And if it works, great. If it doesn't work, you guys will let us know in here.
I don't doubt for a second that you'll
let
let us know.
What we need to do is scroll it down, because Georgie will be...
Hashtag show the Odric thing. I don't have it on me right now. It's at the back.
We will... Georgie will be furiously scribbling notes down. So what we're doing, we've got 28 people watching. That's great, for considering we're only like a couple of minutes in. We're trying to up the game, and say with the backdrops and things like that. And we've advertised out a little bit more. Maybe next week we'll spam it into every single group, but we want you guys to do that for us. 52 live viewers is the most we've had in the room. I think we can beat that.
I believe.
I need to beat it. I need to see it at 100. We've got sound issues. Do we sound all right? Do I sound like Barry White? Adam?
He's got my headphones on. That noise
we can't hear
he has no chance. We want to quickly hop on there and say Yang Jianzhu for Nick's contest.
Yes, write the name down.
Already have?
Yeah, we've been writing everyone's names down over the last few weeks, so Nick knows what they all are.
Yes.
Nick's obviously in the room. Sexy glasses. Why, mate? Why would you just do... I've got to live with that. Not literally live, but it's the same bloody thing. And Matt, which is Harris M, because Harris.
About Harris,
Matt. There you go. See, yeah. He says sounds fine. Drake says sounds fine. So everybody's good.
It's good quality stream. So that's the main thing.
Everything's there. Antonio loves your glasses.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, there you go. See, she's trying to look intellectual.
I always got a headache for some reason.
Yeah, whatever. We've just had Subway for tea, so we're probably a little bit high on numbers and stuff right now, so it might go a bit crazy. Anyway, into it. Space Marine Codex, let's start off with it. So it goes live on pre-order this Saturday.
Yes.
And it was always going to be the first Codex, because it's the most popular selling army of all of them. It covers more than other codexes do, as a range, if you like. From a Northwest Open point of view, any of you that are watching it, we've already announced anyway, but we've said that because it's not physically going to be released until the 29th, it was pre-order this Saturday to release on the 29th. Yeah. So it's out. We can't use it in the Northwest Open because list submission cuts off on the 26th, which is a good and a bad thing. It would be nice to be able to let people use the codex. Yes, there's an argument that it's unfair to all those that haven't got it, but you have to run with what's current. But we put a cut-off date in, and that's what it is. Checked with Games Workshop, though, and they said that we're allowed to talk about it.
Well, it's been all over the community forums, so it'd be a bit stupid if they said, you can't talk about it if it's everywhere already.
And basically, if it's on the community page, then you guys already know about it. So
it's kind of fair game, pretty much, I think.
The book's £30 retail?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. I think it's £30 resale. I'm quite sure. Yeah, it wasn't a £35 one. And they've already sent lots of information out. I'm made up because my white scars, they're not as good as they were in 7th. That's probably a good thing, because everybody everybody in 7th was playing white scars, but none of them were white. They were just, it was that powerful. It was your auto option. But now Raven Guard look amazing. They've got some really cool moves. But white scars have got what they should have. They can disengage from combat and recharge. They don't get to shoot, they just get to recharge, but they also get to advance, and then add distance to the advance, and then they can still shoot and charge after the advance, which is exactly what white scars should do. Ultramarines, they can drop back, and they can shoot, which again is a very ultramarine thing. And each of the chapters have got their own buffs in there. But the important thing, and you're going to learn this. That's the important bit, isn't it? We're going to get to that, Georgie.
Yeah, we'll get to me learning games.
And we might need Adam to get us a box of something for Georgie. At some point through. But we know what Georgie's doing. We'll come to that. But yeah, it's the vehicles don't get all the chapter tactic buffs, which in 7th edition they did, which meant you could scout rhinos forward, or you could do this, that, or the other with them. And other than dreadnoughts, the vehicles aren't getting it, which is good. And I like that. It's going to make Marines more powerful, of course it is, but then all the other codexes are going to catch up. Somebody, Mark Cromwellholm, I don't know whether Mark you're watching or whether you watch later, he'd said something in one of the group chats. People were moaning about spammy lists and things. And yes, there's a lot of Razorwing Flock, Storm Ravens, Razorwing Jet Fighters, Brimstone Horrors. There is a lot of spam, but there always has been. And I know you won't necessarily know that from all the editions.
Not as much as in depth, obviously, as a lot of people.
You've seen the tables,
I know,
and you've seen repetition of model.
Of course.
Because in a competitive environment, that's what you do. If this model works, take it as many times as you can. Because if it works well once, it'll work better twice and 3 times, 4 times. And it was really spammy with Riptides and jet bikes and stuff in 6th, 7th. Then back in 5th, it was 9 Venoms, or the Leaf Blower system, as it was called, which was all the Imperial Guard Chimeras. So it's always going to be spammed. Hopefully the codexes, as they come through, are going to bring more balance in, and then we'll actually see a true meta. Mark's comments, to go back to it, was that it very much feels, while we're using the indexes, like we're beta testing for Games Workshop.
I can see that.
So we're showing them what the obvious faults are. They can then react to them by the time the codexes come through. And it'll all work through there. Jump pack white scars now rather than bikes. Yeah, Joe, you're quite right there. Which that's the downside to white scars. They're a bike-driven army, and they always have been and always should be. It's what all the law is. But if you want to optimise them, jump pack definitely. Jump in, deep strike in, move. You can do all sorts with them. They're good. Yeah. Why did we particularly want to mention Space Marine Codex, other than the fact that it's what everybody's talking about?
Yeah.
We did something a bit crazy for Dark Imperium.
What are you going to do? What are you going to say?
I've kind of had this niggling, and do you know what?
It's better than to tell me things like this, because it will just stress me out.
And we're live. Let's just go with it. So we did 25% off Dark Imperium.
Don't.
And off all the books and such. And we sold Imperium 1, which is Space Marines.
Yes.
We sold 216 Imperium 1 books out of the orders that we did.
I know how your mind works. I know exactly where this is going to go.
I want to see whether or not we can sell more than 216
Do you
Space Marine
hate
codexes.
your staff? or something. Do you
We've got a better packing system now. We know what we're doing. We're experienced. We're good pickers and packers.
That's a strong word.
25% off the Space Marine Codex. It'll go live pre-order this week, and for the week that it is on pre-order, we'll do 25% off on any pre-orders. Once it hits the shelves as a general sales for Saturday the 29th, then it'll revert to just being 15% off, which is still a great saving, but 25% off. You want it, you can have it. Simple as that. There you go.
I'm going to write that down.
It's the, I think it was Big Mick Danskull who said last week, it's the deal of the century. There was the whole bit that went with it, and then he dropped the swear word, thankfully. So we didn't reread it. But you can tell Georgie is totally on board with
It's
the
a great offer.
It is a good offer.
I just can't cope with packing boxes. Guys, I can't do it.
But Dave's not going to be on holiday this time, so we'll have his help as well. And books are easier to pack than boxes.
This is true. I learnt this.
So we can bubble wrap them and put them in the Jiffy boxes.
Boxes.
The big padded
That's
box
cool.
things.
We'll make it work, because we always do.
25% off Space Marine Codex from WarGames. It'll go live on the pre-order on Saturday.
Yeah.
And fill your boots, guys.
Fill them.
Literally,
Get them full.
Just have it, do it. It's us. I said it to you in the car casts about Dark Imperium. Yes, we want to sell the product, and at 25% our margin gets cut drastically short, and I can assure you it does. But it's some way of paying it forward as well. You guys have supported us from the beginning. You supported me from when this was just a fledgling of an idea. And Clayton, if you're watching, whether it be live or whether it be at a later point, it's his expression, pay it forward, and that's what I'm doing, man. We'll just do it, 25% off. We're nice people.
We're alright.
Yeah.
We're alright.
There's shops and there's WarGames.
You sound like M&S. Okay, moving on before we get to...
This is not just a deal, it's a WarGames deal. When he did like the sexy lady off Radio 4's
I don't know if I agree.
I'm
I'm not going to do that. Oh, but I did say on Instagram to somebody che io devo parlare un po' italiano perché ci sono persone italiani. Poi ecco un po' di italiano. There we go. And I was asked on Instagram to have a little bit of the show in Italian, so someone can understand. I said, I was asked to have a little bit of the show in Italian because people who are Italian are watching.
Well, rather
there
than
you go.
just saying what somebody's asked you to tell them, why don't you tell them that the Space Marine Codex 25%?
Because I can't say Space Marine in Italian.
Space Marina.
That's no.
Is that not okay?
Probably not.
If I do it like that.
Oh, thanks, Mum. Like your hair. Deals sound good too, I think. Thanks, Mum. Had a haircut.
Oh, your mum's in.
Had a haircut. Yeah, but Mum doesn't have a YouTube account.
So being a bloke, now if Georgie had come in with like some sort of punk rocker hair, I'd have noticed that. But do you know what's different from last week?
It's shorter.
There's like 2, maybe 3 inches being cut off it.
That makes a difference.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure you would notice 2 or 3 inches on a regular basis. Sorry, your mum's watching.
Sorry, Mum.
Your mum knows the crack with that.
Georgie speaks better Italian and English. Thanks, Jenny.
This is true.
To be fair.
And then we can do it in Spanish and French and everything else.
But that's irrelevant.
Anyway, moving on. So that's
Back
Space
to good
Marines
deals.
covered. Good deals. So what else have we got?
Speaking of Jenny, and this might be pertaining to your interests.
Which one first?
The big one. A lot of you who play board games or any kind of game or who have any kind of finger in any of the hobby pies will know what Terraforming Mars is and how I was waiting for a reveal.
You just said Terraforming
I was gonna
Mars.
lead up to it. It's like hen's teeth to get hold of these days.
It's not even hen's teeth. It sold out before Christmas and has only just come back into stock. One of our customers got a copy from Canada. That's the lengths he had to go to get hold of it. I've played it twice. Absolutely fantastic game. Really, really, really rate the game.
It's won absolutely tons of awards at all of the games conventions, hasn't it? If you look at the list of awards, it's won, best game, best concept. It's an iconic game, isn't it, really?
It is, and we managed to get 6 copies of it. There are 6 copies on the website. Is it $53.99?
$51.99.
$51.99. It's 20% off retail. Now, there's argument to say that when it's a limited edition product, we should keep it at full retail price and maximise profits, or we could just be nice and keep with the 20% discount that we do.
Speaking of being nice, stop flirting with my mum, Dave. Thanks.
That's David. Hi, Georgie's mum.
But no, we've got 6 copies on the website. We know it's ridiculously hard to get hold of, so you want to do it at a a decent price for you guys, because
we're not going
people start paying out of their nose for games that are hard to get hold of, and that is a fantastic
well,
game.
As an example, when I was loading it up to the internet before, in fact, no, you were reading up on it, weren't you, on Board Game Geek? And the buy price on Board Game Geek is $83.99, which is more than the full retail price, because you can't get it.
Well, do you remember when
they've come in and gone?
Feast for Odin? Kind of, because
that went for like 200 quid.
It was going for ridiculous amounts of money because no one could get hold of it, and it was going for absolutely crazy, ridiculous prices.
Possibly the heaviest boxed game ever. That must have
it was. It was like Arm Day lifting that thing.
But 6 copies live on the site now, and when they're gone, and I don't know when it'll come back in again.
Literally gone.
It's already sold out. We literally managed to get our allocation, and they're sold out again at the distributor. So get it.
Speaking of good value things and games that everybody's heard of, something we're glad to see hit the shelves in terms of retail. Grab the box.
Oh, I'm allowed to do the reveal.
Okay, I'll nudge you when I want you to do it. Okay. No, stop it. There is a game that I'm sure everybody in this chat room has heard of, and everybody who watched this live stream has heard of, because you're all lovely people but have a very specific sense of humour. And if you've been paying attention to any kind of outlet that tells you about hobby releases, you might know that a certain game, which has been impossible to get hold of unless you're on Amazon, has actually come to retail.
Go on.
How do you do it? Finally on
Cards
retail.
Against Humanity, a party game for horrible people.
We know you've all played Cards Against Humanity because everybody's played Cards Against Humanity.
It was very, very much the people who make it decided to only retail it through Amazon.
Yeah, it was like online exclusive.
Yeah,
completely.
And it's now hit distribution. We're only $19.99. This was selling for years. It's been selling at $29.99 on Amazon. $19.99 again on the website. We put a post up on Facebook earlier on. Well, you put a post up on Facebook earlier on with a couple of pictures. There's already been replies on that
saying get a copy.
Hold me one, reserve me one. I'll be in tomorrow for one. It's something we can. It's not going to go out of stock permanently. We might sell out of our initial allocation of it, but it's something I can order every single day, and we can just have constant in stock. Nick's never heard of it. Nick, it's a game for horrible people.
It is.
It's for those that haven't heard of Cards Against Humanity. We used to have, we haven't had one for a while, but we used to have what was called Bastards Night.
That's naughty language.
It is, but it's okay. You swore much worse than that last week.
I said the S word by accident.
Yeah, but bastard's a real word.
Speaking, we'll come on to Game of Thrones in a minute. But.
Will we? Yeah, we will. No spoilers. Not everyone's maybe seen it. Oh, no. And you've got probably a 3 or 4 minute window to tell us whether or not we're allowed to talk about Game of Thrones.
Because I will talk about Game of Thrones.
Oh, so will I. But Cards Against Humanity, anyway, it's a game where you the person who's in charge is it the Tsar is in charge, something like that, is in charge of the particular round. Reads out a sentence with some blanks in it. It's
blank for
and
twisted
you
people.
Put the white cards in as the blanks. They all get put in, and then the guy, whoever it is whose turn to read out, reads them all out. Whichever one's the funniest wins that round. And the answers are horrific, like really horrific.
We can't say it because my mum's watching and she'll get
on
upset.
Subjects which you should not joke about. And I mean like things that you would not normally joke about, but it's okay because it's in a game.
We're not allowed to talk about Game of Thrones.
No, not seen it yet.
Jon Snow and Daenerys are still the most beautiful people to ever walk the face of the earth. Done.
Okay, we're not going to talk about Game of Thrones. Other than, wasn't impressed.
Well, okay.
Was not impressed.
Adam, someone's asked about Cards Against Humanity expansions, so this is a game called Crabs Adjust Humidity, which is...
It says on the front of it, it's an unofficial expansion.
Yeah, an unofficial expansion. It's essentially the same principle, black cards, white cards, but you can add it into that.
The same size, all adds in, but they obviously don't have the right IP to be able to do it. And this is the 6th unofficial expansion, so there's lots of them, and it's just loads of fun. So we've got them in there. So that takes care. Then what's next on the list? Somebody's already asked about what the deal of the week is. We are coming to that.
Don't worry, we will get there.
In
fact, why don't we go there now?
Let's go there.
Let's do it.
Do you remember?
No.
Okay.
No Earth, Wind and
I always
Fire.
try to sing.
Stop it.
Okay. Do you remember when Blood Bowl got launched just before Christmas, and I had a big rant because they didn't supply us with the dice that I'd ordered, and I was very upset, and so were a lot of customers. Well, a couple of months ago they let us reorder a one-off stock of dice and pictures. They
What'd you
arrived
just call me?
today. Your mum's watching you, bitch. They've arrived back in today and they are for sale.
Woohoo!
And we have got dwarves, Skaven, human, goblins,
An orc.
dice.
Yes, we do.
These dice are £7 per packet on the Games Workshop website. And they are a limited release. When they are gone, they are gone.
Fully gone.
We have got.
They're not
making them again. We've got 30 sets of each dice.
Yes. Because somebody got a little too click happy when they were ordering
Well,
and decided
I just
to...
figured people want these things and they couldn't get them, so if we're going to get them, let's get them properly.
So you've got Skaven, you've got see-through kind of gem green with...
Shiny dice are shiny.
Love it. Also, I've been asked to clarify whether Jon Snow is more handsome than Rich from Geeks 40k. I could not possibly answer that.
That's what she said.
So you've got your gem greens with like a rose gold pattern for your Skaven. Your Roke Reavers, your humans are blue and gold.
Yes, Jenny. We need some cheesy music for the deal of the day.
Love it. Green and red for orcs, black and yellow for goblins, and white and blue for
And what are they
dwarves.
all on?
What do you mean what are they all on? Oh, let's do that then. Oh, very QVC.
That's improved the picture.
Yes.
So that's the Skaven and Dwarf pitch.
It's a double-sided kind of a fold-out
It's currently
pitch.
a Warhammer World exclusive. We've only got 5 of those, so the pictures aren't going on the deal of the week because obviously we can only put one deal of the week out. Did we set the deal of the week up?
Yeah, I've done it on
sure?
there. It's on that tab.
All right, cool. Georgie's on it. That's fine.
It's on the 6, Nick. The icon is on the 6 for these.
All right, okay. So the pictures will just be on the website and they're just available to buy, and when they're gone, they're gone. There's only 5. Mm-hmm. The dice, however, will be on the website for general sale.
Yes, they will.
But those canny viewers know that if you go to the pre-order section when we press this button in a minute, there will be a WarGames on Wednesdays product. And that product's going to be just £5. That's 30% off. It's like 29.6% or something off. 30% off on the dice. Now, it doesn't let you pick which dice you want, so you have to buy however many quantities of dice you want. And then when you get through to the checkout screen, there's an option for like a gift message where
comment to the seller.
And you type into that which type of dice or types of dice, if you're buying more than one, come with. Obviously, these do not carry free postage because then it costs me money to send them to you, and we like you, but not that much. So it doesn't come with the free postage, but £5 a set of dice.
7 per cube.
Literally fill your boots. It's
They're in the pre-order section.
There's what?
They're already in the pre-order section. We're selling
So
them
they
for
are
cheaper, Joe.
a
Come on.
£5.60. There's a further 60p off them. It doesn't sound much actually when you say there's only another 60p off, but at the same time, the percentage is there. I'm going to press that.
I don't think we're going to sell out of the type selected because Martin bought about 180. So if
we got 30 of each, and there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 150 boxes of dices.
Dices.
Is it? Dice.
Well, no, because it's Blood Bowl and it's limited edition and it's dice. All of these things are like...
The fact that it's limited edition makes it nuts anyway. But if we can sell 216 Imperium 1 indexes, then surely we can sell 150 sets
Push
of
the
dice.
button.
I think I just have.
Push it again. Boom. Done. It's up.
That should be on the website right now.
So head over, pick your allegiance for Blood Bowl, and then you can, like we said, leave a comment saying which ones you'd like, and it'll be fun.
Skaven will be gone fast.
Yeah.
Dave, you're watching. Do you want any of these holding back for you before we just sell them all? By the way,
I just said it was in my pocket, Dave. Yeah, it's fine.
Because poor Dave misses out on these things. Because what normally happens is Dave's like a second warehouse, isn't he? So Dave will buy what he wants, and then I'll ring him up and go, dude, have you still got such and such because we're short on orders for them? And then he'll bring them back in, And I go, yeah, it's fine, I'll order another setting for you. I just obviously need to fill a customer
And they
order.
never
And then
return.
they don't return back into stock. So Dave wants all of them. Okay, so there's only 145 left now. What about the pitch, Dave?
Yeah.
Why am I talking to you on camera when you
Oh my
the
god,
PA?
you two are so married.
Oh, shush.
There's other fun new releases that we've got out today, actually, speaking of tabletop games. Let's move over, because of Dave's other obsession is War Machine, because Dave has gotten bang into War Machine.
Oh, yeah, did you get some boxes now?
Adam,
No.
can you get us some stuff?
Can you
please?
bring up one of the Yu-Gi-Oh sets, please?
That's not War Machine.
It's not War Machine, but we're going to do that while he then goes and gets some of the War Machine stuff.
Nicely
See, 'cause you've got to
done.
walk past. I see. We spoke about this last week, and I know Michael's in the room. He was looking before. This.
Can you go?
If I go closer to the camera there. Wow, that's like
I'm gonna
ours.
watch you struggle.
This is the new Yu-Gi-Oh starter decks. Normally, players wouldn't need a starter deck, but they've changed. I think I said it last week. They've changed the way the game plays, and as a result, they brought new starter decks out. People are buying 2s and 3s of these. These go on sale tomorrow. They're on the website now. We only got 60 in.
And they're meant to be game changers.
From
what I understand.
the game has changed, so you need this to be able to play the new game.
I did not know that. Literally game changers.
See,
It's very cool.
this is why I run the shop. You work in the shop. That was horrible. I apologise. But there was comedy in it, so it's all right. But that's that. There's a new Netrunner pack out today. And then back to the War Machine stuff, which is really important. War Machine in Hordes is a game by Privateer Press, and there's a new Hordes faction, brand new faction just come out called the Grimkin. And these things are a little bit freaky and a little bit scary.
They're terrifying.
Which makes them kind
They're
of
kind of Malifaux-y almost.
Yeah. So I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera.
That's alright actually.
Trying to see all the lights on our ceiling. That's how many lights we have on the
Perfect.
ceiling.
Stay focused.
There you go. So my arm's aching, so I'm going to put that down. That's the big army box, which I think is 148 quid or something like that. Where you get a lot of stuff in that one. There's lots and lots of bits. We're obviously not going to show all of them to you. There's the Death Knell, which is like show the back of it.
There's a lot of very cool models in this. There's this
that one.
That's the creepy one, I think.
Well, it is. This is the Wicked. Sorry, they are the Grimkin Wicked Harvest. This is the Child, which is a tiny little girl and a huge big beast with a doll's mask on it,
which is creepy as the heck.
It's
you see that? That's horrible.
That's a bit crazy. They're on the website if you need to see better images. I'm tempted to get one of these, put some extra bits coming out of it, and have it as a giant spawn for my chaos army.
That's creepy but awesome.
I don't want the same model repeated in the giant spawns, and they only do one model for giant, so that's something I might do. On the note of jumping back to my army, people know what my armies are. Should we talk about your army?
Okay, let's do it. I know there was a lot
Georgie's going to play 40k.
There's a lot
and Age of Sigmar.
There's a lot of talk about getting me to play games, learn to play games and what have you. And we spoke about what armies would you like to see me kind of start my journey with. You know, build, paint, learn to play with. As of Saturday, I realised what army I want. Obviously, I can see Adam bringing the box over. Bring it to me.
Andreas.
Bring it to me.
Write Andreas' name down, by the way.
I will write Andreas' name down. So, we were going to run a kind of poll, if you like, to see... Show us Odric so you can brag about your artistic prowess. Adam, can you go and get my diary from my bag? However, I kind of had my mind made up because this Start Collecting box has just come out, hasn't it? And it's just lots of very cool pink and grey ladies riding dinosaurs who all
eating people.
Love it. It's amazing. And because they're demons, they can go with Maziche as well.
Yeah. And because they're demons, you can use them in Sigmar as well as 40k.
This is true.
So you can learn both games at once. We can video both games at once, which is twice the amount of content. One of the things I've replied to Antonio was, because he's saying we should be doing more content, we should be having stuff out nearly every day as a video. Nick, I don't know how you do it, mate. You've got a video out every single day. They're all well edited, they're all well presented, and I just don't know how you do it. And then you watch everybody else's. We've had the discussion, you've explained it to me, I still don't get it. We haven't got time to be putting that many videos out. So what we're doing is we're going to try to do a little bit more things like this, where it's a little bit more professional looking with the backdrop and everything.
Everyone's happy with the Slanesh thing, guys.
Do we get a WarGames collab on? Ooh,
on Slanesh?
No,
that would be cool.
Well, Nick's doing Slanesh.
Me and you do.
So the collab there, that could work.
That would be awesome.
Got to get me that box.
So I'm pre-ordering it. Get it from
Nick, note back there. We spoke a while ago when the Demon Nets went off sale. They've literally just reboxed them. So the new box is out now. And it's just in the white box rather than the red box. I think most things are going that way now. He doesn't do it. It's little girls and vids that does it. Surreal, absolutely right. I saw the Necron video, and using your daughter just is genius. To be fair, Nick, that's what made you jump up. Oh no, wait a sec. Essex boys in the house.
Hi, Ace.
You're right, mate.
So, are we feeling that Slanesh is a good move? Do we like the idea of learning with Slanesh and building them and painting them and everything like that, or is there anything else that you prefer? People are saying yay for Necrons is getting a lot of love, to be honest.
Yeah, but you don't like Necrons.
I don't want to say that in case I offended people.
You're allowed to. I can say I don't like Necrons, but other people do. Nick likes Necrons.
Oh, but I mean Necrons.
And Nick likes Slanesh as well.
Necrons. Why are we not calling them Necrons?
Necrons. That's got to be a thing. That's your dynasty now. Dynasties are what the
okay, I know.
World's for. Okay, I didn't know whether you knew or not. Sorry.
I've read
Maybe
some
you know
books.
more than I think you know.
Yeah. So, are we thinking Slanesh? Because they can go with Mazich, or is there something else that you prefer? Is there something else that you think would be more fun to watch get built, painted, and
32 mil in the new ones, Nick. I believe.
I don't know.
No, they look like
And these
25s actually. For these smaller ones are still on 25s, aren't they?
Doesn't say on the back.
They don't look to be 32s on the new Demonettes. Hard to tell. I don't know. Well, when Georgie opens the box to start making them, we'll be able to tell you.
There you go.
Because let's be honest, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be Slanesh with a little bit of splash of Tzeentch in there as well.
Yeah,
because
probably.
The Tzeentch is also Adams.
Yeah.
To go with his Thousand Suns.
This is true.
So it all works in synergy somewhere against the rain.
I'm liking the Necron army painted in pink hearts and glitter. I would probably play that, to be fair. I love it.
Kit Bash, Necron, Slanesh.
There's a lot of options.
Necrons can get in the sea. And with kablams on that one.
Oh, so there's a lot of Empress Children. See, now I go back and forth on Empress Children because in terms of like
they
fluff.
Are Slanesh.
No, but like in terms of fluff, didn't they like hate Thousand Suns or something different?
They just hate everyone. They hate themselves. Fulgrim is just a wine.
But they are bright pink, and that's awesome. I'm easy swayed. If it can be painted pink, then I'll like it.
Thousand Suns, definitely. Not Thousand Suns. That's Adam's Army. Empress Children, definitely. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
There's a whole lot.
There's the colour called Empress Children.
Yeah,
I love them because they're pink.
Yeah.
But yeah,
car wash style.
So this is good. At least we now know Slanesh is looking like it could be a good thing.
Yes. So we'll go with that. We still haven't figured out the format yet of how we're going to go about it. You don't want to see. Well, do you? Do you want to see Georgie building and assembling these models on some sort of recorded? I'm going to glue this bit to this bit.
Yeah, Adam does the building because I have not got the patience to build them. I paint them.
Okay, so that's not going to happen then. So we're not going to do a live build, but we could show some videos of you painting them.
I'm not good enough for that. No. Oh, Nick, me and you together. Take it. That's for Finn. There you go, Finn. That's your Roderick.
There you go. So this, when we were talking last week about the
That's
altar
not even
arts,
a good one. No offence, Finn.
this is what Georgie is capable of. So when she says to me that I'm not good enough for it, it's just a cry for attention, isn't it?
Oh, savagery.
Truth hurts.
That's very cool.
But yeah, that's pink Necrons. Now someone said it, Scrag. Pink Necrons with glitter. Georgie looks better than at Dice Miniature Pink Guy. Okay.
Thank you.
Will's just jumped in. Hi, Will. You're right.
Will.
Sorry, mate. What did I miss?
Speaking of Will,
Go on. You rang with him.
you have something to say about the Northwest Open, don't you?
True. So jumping back to the Northwest Open ever so slightly.
Yes.
There's a gentleman been into the store today, and unfortunately he can't make it.
That sounds a lot more depressing than it's meant to. He's just not available on my day.
He's gutted though. Truly gutted.
He's alive on one.
And David, if you're watching this, I know you said you might try and catch it. If you're watching this at any point, great to meet you today. Hopefully see you in January at the Last Chance Open. But David's ticket is now for sale. There is one ticket available. So if anybody wants it, what I'll do is I'll go back into the website in a second. In fact, Dave, if you're still watching, can you just change the stock quantity of Northwest Open to 1, please, rather than trying.
I can't be bothered to address spin on the camera.
Rather than me trying to do it whilst I'm doing this, because I'll end up closing tabs and the whole thing will go off.
You can barely text, let alone.
There is going to be one ticket available for the Northwest Open. So if anybody wants it, jump onto that quite quick.
What dates are the LCO tickets going on sale?
We will announce
like
the same as what we did with Northwest Open at the prize giving, if you like, the award ceremony. I was trying to think what it was called. We will announce the dates for the LCO. We've got to figure out, because there's a lot going on in January, which is when we do it. So we've got Cali's on in January. There's likely to be a no retreat out in Gibraltar in January, and the LVO has moved forward a week to be the final week of January, so it doesn't clash with Super Bowl.
Which is more important.
Well, the LCO is the Last Chance Open, and it's the last chance to get your points before you go to Vegas. So we need to be before it. We can't be after it. So we've just got to figure in. We don't want to clash with Cali. That seems like suicide. We obviously can't clash with that. So I'll speak to the guys out in Gibraltar at SM Battle Reports. Big shout out to the SM Battle Reports team. And I'll come back to SN. Remember to come back to SN in a second.
I'll write it down.
But we'll see what date they're going for in January, and whether or not they'd be willing to move it to February when it won't be as cold in Gibraltar or whatever. I don't know. We need to see. But tickets will go on sale probably 3 months before, so maybe October the tickets will go on sale for that. October. This one doesn't know about this, I don't think.
I wasn't listening. I was reading the comments.
Did I tell you what's happening in October?
Nope.
No. So you like the Northwest Open,
but
you love the buzz of the place, and when it's full and we've got 60 players playing games and it's fantastic, and you're like a zombie at the end of it, and you love it, and you wish it was every weekend that we had an event like that.
Yeah, I'm sure I said all of these things. Yeah.
So details to be confirmed, rules pack to be confirmed,
Staff
exact
to be confirmed.
date to be confirmed. Staff are already confirmed.
They're not.
The UK Open for Age of Sigmar.
This October.
Age of Sigmar UK Open.
I don't like this live show anymore because you just say stuff that I have to do on camera and I can't react appropriately to it.
See your reaction, that's fine. The Age of Sigmar UK Open, October is when we're looking at. Few people that I've spoke to about it, well, few people have asked us if we're going to do one, and it makes sense. We do 40k, why not do Age of Sigmar? We do tournaments for everything else, but we've never done a Sigmar tournament. Pretty much the same format as what we do for 40k, so it'll be the ITC rule pack for it, with the ITC missions, etc. Big events, big tables, big armies, big draw, weekend events, and tickets will go live soon for them. We'll probably tell you more details next week on that one. Back to the SM Battle Reports before I forget. For any of you that aren't aware of who SM Battle Reports are, they are a group of gamers out in Gibraltar who do, rather than YouTube video battle reports, they do written battle reports, and they're fantastic.
I really enjoy that. I really, really like that.
It's like the old White Dwarf battle reports, and the effort that they put into them, they're not just sort of like, and then so-and-so moved his squad here.
And it was good, and he moved
so
here.
Thematic. They're almost novels, these battle reports, and they put a lot of time in. What they've now done as well is they've opened up the crypt, which is their on-demand, if you like. So there is still free content available, but the crypt gives you even more battle reports, even more well written up, and it's peanuts. I think it's £2.99 or £3.99. This is literally on the fly. I didn't plan this part of the show out. but it's there. It's just, it just makes sense. Go on, pay your money, read some reports.
Yeah.
And you can read them when either you're on transport on the way to work, lunch breaks or whatever. If you can't watch video and you want to read something, these guys are the best at what they do.
I really love that way of doing it though.
It's just great. It's really good.
I know a lot of people like to watch battle reports and stuff like that when they're painting or building and things like that.
Yeah.
But I just like sitting down and reading. And like you said, it's written in such a thematic and fluffy kind of...
I wonder what it sounds like if you got Siri to read it.
Let's find out. Next
horrible.
week.
Reading with Siri.
Do we ever plan a show out? Categorically, no.
No. What we do is we say, we must talk about this. And it's written in a book, in Georgie's scroll.
Hey.
And then we have some sort of idea of what we want to cover. If we were going to go uber professional, then
it would lose all our heart and soul and it wouldn't be WarGames.
Yes, it would be less personal. What is it we always say that we are?
Professional yet personable.
Exactly. It's the catchphrase
Messy.
right there. Shall we play a game? We're professional yet personal.
That doesn't roll off the tongue though so much.
It doesn't. That's why it's not the actual catchphrase. But I still like it.
It's good though, it works.
A lot. Yeah, it does. It works. Right, next, what are we on to now? We've done Northwest Ticket. We've done.
We want to field some
Georgie
questions from you guys. We want to know what you want to know. What you want to talk
Finn
about.
wants to know, can we start talking of magic? And we talked about magic last week, Finn.
Yeah, but Finn is obsessed with magic. So.
Finn's going to be a Pro Tour player.
Don't give him praise when there's lots of people
is.
watching.
He just understands it better than most. He's if he keeps his head screwed on with it, then it's fine. Finn also still owes me a slavery day. Reword it. He lost a game of magic to me, and the bet was that if I won, he would literally work for me for a day. So I'm going to cash that in soon, Finn. Summer holidays start now, don't they? I'm going to cash that.
Then I don't have a day off because Finn can do my work. You take the mick all the time, Finn. You always say that I don't do any work, so you can come in and not do any of my work for a day. Love it. What else do we have?
WarGames UK, are you still having a small library of board games in store? If so, do you want a couple more? How do people get to know us? Yeah, obviously we'll happily take them in. We took some in off you before. At the moment they're in the cupboard, which doesn't let anybody see them. It's as with everything, Ian, Jen, you know where we're up to with it. Everything's in the pipeline. The problem is the pipe's just clogged, and we want to do so much more than we're doing, whether it be more videos like this, whether it be more things in store support and whatever it is. But everything takes so much time and preparation. What I don't want to do is just fling a load of board games out on a shelf or on a table and go, fill your boots and play away with them. So normally I'll mention to people who are coming in looking for something to play, we've got these few games, and yeah, we'll grow the library, we'll happily do it. It's all time. Everything just takes time and organisation. So yes.
So quickly, while we're answering questions, if you want shout outs for next competition, type away right now in the comments, so we've got some time for it all to come through, because we're still doing some shout outs. 2 weeks until the competition closes, I'm guessing.
2 weeks. You just answered 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
We've got anything new coming out for Munchkin? Something like that, something of that ilk.
We've just got in, and I don't think it's new, to be fair, Andy, but we've just got in the guest artist version of Munchkin. There's always something new for Munchkin. Every time somebody releases a game, they release the obligatory Cthulhu version and the Munchkin version, because they're such big franchises. But you're quite right, it's a good way of getting non-gamers into gaming and then progressing ways. Also a good one for Bastards Night, because you screw each other. I say it, fine.
So we've got a shout out for Noel Whitmore.
Yes.
Consider yourself shouted out. And Invasive Wargaming.
Invasive Wargaming, yeah, take a shout out. I also need to reply, because twice I've seen you've put comments in there. What do we think of the new Chaos Index? And also, what do we think of spawns? Standard spawns in Chaos, meh, they're alright. But why would you not take, for 75 points you can take a giant Chaos spawn, the Forge World one. It's a heavy support unit, and it's just amazing. It starts with 10 wounds, and then it has an attack profile on its degenerate profile, strength and a movement. And every time you want to do something that involves one of those three things, you roll either a d3 or a d6 to decide what the result is. On a roll of a 1 or a 6, the spawn gains d3 wounds, and it can go above its starting wounds. If it reaches 20 wounds, it gains the Titanic keyword, which just makes it stupid. So I take 3. It's as simple as that. It's that whole rinse and repeat thing. If something's good, take it 3 times.
If it ain't broke.
And that works. Jen says call it Jon Snow Night instead. I don't need a shout out. I've already won Big Mac Dance School.
That's really philosophical. I like that.
Shout out to Georgie for great art.
Thank you,
I'm
Finn.
going to scroll back up while Georgie talks to the camera.
Hi, camera.
Well, because it's no good if we're both just looking at the
This
camera.
is
We're
true.
just ignoring the audience then, aren't we? Mike's in the room. Hi, Mike. Cruro Angelicisis. You pronounce that with your foreigners? I can.
Cruro Angelicisis. That sounds a bit like
That's the one.
syphilis. But
It means blood angels rock. Like literally, so it's blood, angels, and silicis is rock. Blood
As in,
angels
like,
rock.
rock is in
rock on. Blood angels
the
rock.
verb or the noun. I had to explain to him what a verb, a noun, and adjective were the other day. So.
They're all words, they go together.
But no, it's good. Just
Hopefully Mike's job's changing a little bit. Hopefully it's going to send him up this way more.
This is very
Mike,
cool.
you've not met Mike before. Mike was one of the zombies in the zombie video we did.
Zombie Mike, we love it.
He's a good guy.
Just to clarify, Nick's competition ends on the 30th. So we're only like 1 shout out per week, so keep them coming in if you want some shout outs.
Will I really am. Martin, are you going for the win at the Northwest Open?
You can't win your own competition. You probably would try though, wouldn't you?
You just maybe want to.
Oh.
You know how I play. I play to win games, but I don't expect to win tournaments. I'm a mid-table. I know last week you commented that I finished second. That was in an 8-man tournament. That's less of an achievement. Not to tarnish the fact that you won that one.
Sounds like
which
you're
is still fine.
tarnishing.
It's not. Would I beat
Yes.
up on Will?
Yes.
Would I?
Relentlessly.
Wait, what are you doing now?
Scrolling down to see the comments.
But you're not, are you? We've gone down. I've gone back up.
Oh no.
Oh my lord.
See, look.
Pay peanuts, get monkeys. 2
Maybe you
points
should
for
pay
auto
more.
win.
That's what I'm getting from that comment.
But then I wouldn't want a monkey.
I'm not a monkey. Oh, look, there's a sub race here.
20,000 subs, Nick.
I love it.
Come down. What are you on now, Dan?
Although we should see the Doctor about that. Speaking of Doctor Who. We're going to talk about Doctor Who. That's pretty fun.
We can. Ace, you cheeky bugger. A Martin win, yeah, right. We put in the group chat yesterday.
Shout out for Nick's competition for this week, Steve Furby. There is your shout out. Consider yourself shouted out.
Steve Furby, just whilst I'm on that, Steve Furby, just replying to the comments. Are you waiting on a mat? There is a Furby. There is somebody Furby waiting for a mat that's out of production at the moment, and I've left a couple of messages, so that could be the right person.
I think it's Mark who's waiting for the mat.
It might be, but it's not the most common surname, is it?
No, it's true, it's not. And we will definitely see army lists once I've done with the list. Shout out for the UK players group we have in store every Thursday night.
Definitely.
That's a good idea, Mike. Basically, because Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously,
You do that one.
with the structure deck and everything like that coming back in, we every Thursday run Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, Yu-Gi-Oh competitions and things like that. It starts at about 7 o'clock. It's £2 in, is it?
Yeah.
And it basically runs like a little kind of round robin Swiss style-y kind of tournament. I am aware that I just named 2 completely different tournament styles there. But it's nice and simple. It's really nice. Everyone there is really sweet and welcoming. So if it's just that you're looking to get into the game and learn the rules, it's really nice to come along. If you fancy more of a tournamenty kind of atmosphere, it's basically a bit like F&M for Yu-Gi-Oh, essentially. And it happens on Thursday nights in store. So if there are any Yu-Gi-Oh players watching and fancy a game, or if anyone would like to learn, then Thursday nights is probably the best time to come into store, especially with the new structure decks coming out and the whole, kind of changing the mechanics of the game and everything like that. So yeah, they're all lovely people. They're all really sweet. So it's a good time. It's a good time.
And it is. It's a good. I mean, I'm not in on Thursday, but Thursdays have got busy now. So we have the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. We also have we also have bolt action on Thursday nights as well. And there's half a dozen to 10 people turn up playing bolt action,
which is really cool to see.
It's a good game. If you want to see an unboxing of that, go over to Geeks WarGaming. They did an unboxing of the Band of Brothers starter set. And yeah, that's another great game. There's enough of them. We'll do probably a bit of a show on that one night, won't we?
Yeah, I'd like to do that. because it is a really fun game. It's one of those games. I mean, if Fozzie watched last week, I don't know if he's in the chat room this week or not. He's the guy who taught me how to play, and it's one of those games. He started spouting all this stuff about it's pen this and it's this, and I was a little overwhelmed. Then after another turn, I was literally speaking a different language, because it's one of those games that once you've had a kind of a round, you pretty much kind of pick up what's going on. But it's a really fun game. It's really, really nice mechanic. So it'll be cool to do some
Will's
content
just said
on
he's going to
that.
play in the Yugo tournament. I didn't realise you were coming down on the Thursday, mate. I thought you were down for the Friday, but if you're in for the Thursday night, then playing that as well. Just need a standard deck. Steve, yes, you said it was you that bought the mat. So I've left you a message on your voicemail, and I've tried ringing a couple of other times, but it's gone straight to voicemail. The mat that you wanted, says out. It's not out of production, as in they're never making it again, but it's just out of stock and not expected for a restock for a while. So if you hop on over to Deep Cut Studios, I've emailed an order over to them today, but if you let me know quickly enough, get in touch with me after the show, I can order a different mat. I've preempted it by going for their Cobblestone Roads mat, which is as close to the Fabled Realms or whatever
they
it's
make
called,
beautiful mats. Deep Cut though, they're really, really lovely.
They both are Game Mat EU and Deep Cut Studios.
And
We
someone
stock
asked
both
about
of them.
Game Mat EU scenery.
It was Steve as well. Yes, we do the scenery. Again, we've just ordered a load in. The stuff that we've got in at the moment is all getting used in the Northwest Open. So I haven't got any spare sets for sale, but it will all go on sale after the event, because I'll be putting more orders in to get more terrain in. But yeah, we do that. It's 10% off their GBP price, and obviously you don't have to pay £60 postage either, because we pay it. But as a result of it being £60 postage, we only order in every now and again when we need to put a big enough order in, so it's not something that that we can just get out to you next day. If you're happy to have a set of terrain that we've used in the Northwest Open, it'll all be immaculate. We've still got the boxes and such for it, so we can box it all up and send it off to you. If there's any of that, we've got the Gothic Ruins, we've got the Badlands, the Wastelands, the Industrial set. We've got at least one set of everything that Game Mat EU do. It's stunning stuff. Antonio's quite right. If we're going to keep plugging Game Mat EU, then maybe we should get something off them. But to be fair, Mateos, who runs Game Mat EU, he's given us a lot anyway, so I don't mind giving him the plugs. He's looked after us.
Nick Davis, shout out for you, darling. There you go. Consider yourself shouted out.
He beat me up with his knights.
That was really funny. He got so salty.
Mammoth wants some. Mike, just give me a shout and you can order some. I say you can have the stuff that we've got from the Northwest Open and I'll replace it, or I can put a fresh order in. It's not stuff that it doesn't get bashed about. When we say that it's being out on a table, it's not being kicked around.
They're not rowdy yobs normally.
I don't know.
It's only just some crazy girl who accidentally threw his coffee all over the table. Was like, shit, that one, Sorry.
Took the silence to say it, did it?
2 years ago.
Kind of Highland Rock, see you in the near future if you have it. Cheers, Steve. And say just please get 01704 809090. Give us a call. Give us 10 minutes after this is finished, and then give me a call. We'll discuss the other mat. If you've got your computer in front of you, we can look at the images, and it's not too late for me to change the order with Deep Cut. But once that order comes in, I'm not going to be able to change it, obviously. I don't want to keep you waiting, basically. Are you guys going to do shirts, to quote Yogurt from Spaceballs? Merchandising. May the Schwartz be with you. You've not seen Spaceballs, have you?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
You got berated for Monty Python last week, now you're going to get berated for Spaceballs.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. There's people in the shop looking at me.
She's a proper millennial.
Oh, stop it. It's not my fault you're old.
I'm not old, you're just a millennial. Do you know what? There was a thing...
you can see Ryan shaking his head at me like this.
He's a millennial as well. He's younger than you.
He is actually. Oh.
Yeah.
Woof.
Who let him speak on camera?
Oh.
45 watching. We haven't beat the 52 at any point that I've seen this week. We got up to 50 before. But Spaceballs.
That's not but Spaceballs. That's not a thing.
Dan's just saying it's just such a funny film. Have you seen Blazing Saddles?
I'm not big on films. That's the thing. If you ask me about books, I'll have read.
Face Off.
Okay, that's the best film ever. ever. But if you ask me about books, I love read books, but I'm not good with films.
Well, maybe you should read Spaceballs the movie book.
I really hope.
Be like a picture book.
Remember, she just put perfume on to go on TV. I'm sorry.
This is very true, Surreal. This is very, very true. Mike is lovely. My first game of footy. Yes, it was. Yeah, Nick played Mike. We were talking about before, Zombie Mike. That's your name, by the way.
That's your thing now.
Zombie Mike. When we did Warhammer Fest before the shop had opened, Nick had never played 40k before. Played a lot of 8th edition fantasy. Mike's collected Blood Angels for 20 years.
Wow.
But never played a game of 40k. Like, literally, you see his cabinets, and he's got more than a company's worth of Blood Angels. And they had their very first games of 40k against each other.
That has to happen. We need a film list of things for me to watch, because currently I've accidentally entered into a Nicolas Cage marathon. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's been like
you still haven't seen Gone in 60 Seconds either, have you?
No, because Bad Lieutenant's next on the list. Give me a list of films to watch and I will watch them. Sorry, Adam, we've got a film list coming on. There you go. That'd be good. That could be a new segment.
So
George's film reviews.
Show? I saw one of your sponsored people talking about it. Kill the Nerd 5. We just chat crap, mate. We intend to have a structure, and we will talk about new releases that are coming out. We'll show you some products that have just come in that are coming out and available for you to buy. Where relevant, we'll give our viewpoint on things that are happening. People, as you can see in the chat room there, people are asking questions.
Kill the Nerd 5, brought here by Idic Beer. Consider yourself shouted out.
Cool. Well, that's who I'm responding to as well. And people ask questions about armies, and we'll just answer some questions where we can. But it's not just 40k. I know this backdrop's 40k, but it's not just 40k. We literally sort of scan around the shop in these final 3 minutes, and that will be a full hour show. So card games, we've got Magic the Gathering, we've got Yu-Gi-Oh, we've got Pokemon, we've got Vanguard, and then obviously we've got all the dice and everything. We've got lots of role-playing games, we've got the typical D&D and Pathfinders, we've got the Star Wars role-playing games, and then some of the more obscure ones. Time Loop, that's just come out, fantastic game. Paint ranges, we do the full Citadel paint range, and then we literally do the complete Vallejo range. We weren't complete with it because we didn't have the textures or the metal colours in. They'll be here tomorrow. 40k, we have the entire Games Workshop range of 40k that you would find in a store. The web exclusives are web exclusives, but if you go into a Games Workshop store, we've got everything they've got. Same for Age of Sigmar. Coming around to the backside there, we've then got Night Models, who do the Batman miniature game. They did do Marvel, didn't last very long. Now into DC Universe, which that's just a funny game, DC Universe. Coming through that way, we've then got lots of different terrain pieces. What's next to terrain? We've still got a little bit of Skill Ball in stock. We don't stock it as a main product anymore. If you want to get some cheap Guild Ball, it's 30% off on our website at the moment, and stock levels are live. What's there is there. Don't ask us to order anything that's not there because we can't. We've got Drop Zone Commander, and we've stocked Infinity, but it didn't fly very well, so again we can order it in. Tanks the game, Aliens versus Predator, then War Machine and Hordes, the entire range for that. Not always in stock, but the factory where they build it is literally about 3 or 4 miles from my house, so we pick up as and when we need to from there, at least once a week. Warlord Games, we're a tier 3 stockist, which I believe makes us the largest stockist in the country for Warlord Games, for a bricks and mortar store, which is fantastic. We like the guys at Warlord as well.
The sweeties. Hi Charlie, if you're watching.
Weird Miniatures, we do Malifaux, plus the Through the Breach RPG game, so again we stock the entire range for that. Into then Fantasy Flight, we've got X-Wing Armada and Imperial Assault, again entire ranges. And then board games, we've probably got about 250 different board games in stock, and that stock just evolves on a daily basis. And
Quickly,
I think that covers it.
Before we wrap up, we will be getting the Fallout game in. We're currently kind of, obviously we'll be getting the Fallout game in.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Dan, I don't know whether it was Dan who asked last week. Somebody asked, when I went back through the comments afterwards, somebody had asked 3 or 4 times and we didn't touch on it. Modiphius and Mephidius, I can never remember which way you say it. They've just done the Tales from the Loop, the RPG game I've just mentioned. They're also doing a Star Trek RPG game, which is coming through. But they're doing the Fallout board game. Or miniatures game.
It's a miniatures game.
It is a miniatures game.
It's basically like a skirmish game set in the Fallout world. It's going to be awesome because I know a lot of people love.
It just looks amazing.
The minis look really, really good for it as well. Because I'm
absolutely stunning.
I'm a video game fan, and I do quite like Fallout.
Fallout 3. I didn't play 4, which was Vegas, wasn't it?
No, 4 was like the. No, 4 was.
What was the Vegas one? 3 was the normal one.
Fallout 3 New Vegas.
All right, that was like an
because 4 was like a wastelandy one.
I did 3 on the PlayStation 3.
Yes.
And
Clockwork Orange is a fantastic book.
It's a great film. Stanley Kubrick, which somebody just mentioned. But the Fallout 3, I played and I put 200 hours game time into it because the clock told me that's what I put in.
God, that's depressing.
And to get the platinum, I had to then replay the whole game because I missed the bobblehead inside the warehouse, the vault. And once you come out the vault and the vault door shuts, you can't go back in, you can't get the bobblehead, so you have to do the game all over again. Was I ever going to be happy on 99% trophies?
Nope.
No. So I did the whole 400 hours.
That's depressing.
Fallout.
To be fair, I played way more than that of Civ.
Whilst before you move on to that one, the Fallout guys, so Modiphius, I'll have to remember what it's called. They did Thunderbirds as well, which is a great game, board game. One of our customers, Rob, I don't know whether Rob's in the chat room, I haven't seen him tonight. Rob's good friends with one of the guys from Modiphius. And we're trying, they're interested, it's just trying to get them up here. We're trying to get them up to WarGames to do a full-on demo day or demo night of the new Fallout game and bring the Star Trek book with them to show that as well. The minute we know something, we'll
put it everywhere.
Literally everywhere because it's exciting.
A final question.
Oh, Walking Dead, that's the other one we stock.
Surprise! Yeah. Another question. Standard Showdown.
Standard Showdown for Hour of Devastation. Yes, packs have just arrived today, funny enough. Dates will go up on the Facebook page and on the Magic page soon. I don't know what full dates they run.
Adam's
literally running off. To be fair, Antonio said somewhere up there, so let's do a 2-hour show today.
No, I want to go home.
Do you know what though? I think we could probably do this for
no
hours.
One deserves that. And F&M this week, what is it?
Modern F&M this week. Standard will probably fire alongside it because Standard's obviously popular at the moment. The new set's out as well. The
use your words.
Attention. No, the focus will be on modern. Focus will be on modern. But there are a lot of players who don't have modern sets. The lights are just going in the background. On the trees.
Okay.
It's the Open this weekend for golf, so Southport's chocker. Oh, must mention the weather for Neil as well. Weather was really, really hot today, and then went really, really thunderstorm.
Rainy, it was terrifying.
And then it went thundering. Who doesn't like thunder?
I am.
Literally started crying.
I'm petrified of thunder. I am absolutely terrified of it. And it started about 5:30. It started like rumbling, and I started crying. It's fine. And I said to him, if it's still thundering. At 8 o'clock, be doing a live show.
Italian Job. Have you seen the Italian Job with Michael Caine, the original Italian Job? Really?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
My dad made me watch it. 2 hours of mediocre content is more my thing.
Zulu. Have you seen Zulu with Michael Caine?
No.
Bloody hundreds of them. No. The story of how he got that job was fantastic in that film. Anyway, July 22nd to September the 10th is Standard Showdown. We will run it every Sunday. Because that's what we do with Standard Showdown events, and we will remain keeping it free. That was
we
not
will
good
remain
England, was
keeping it free.
I spec good England me, but yeah, we'll keep it free.
Still a free event. We'll put the details up on Facebook.
Yeah, it'll all go up as the F&M's doing such as well, and game day and what have you. They're all going to come up when this one gets round to doing it. Well, Kung Fu Hustler, that is a funny film. Shawshank Redemption.
I've seen that. I've seen that one.
Okay. You get it. Godfather.
Of course, I've seen The Godfather. Come on, I have visited.
You can't say. Of course, I've seen The Godfather, and I've not seen Spaceballs in the same sentence.
Yeah, but The Godfather's actually good. I've been.
How do you know Spaceballs?
Because it sounds terrible. But I've been to all of the
Star Wars spoof.
No, but I've been to all of the places that are in The Godfather, like the bar and the church where they get married and everything. It's very cool. But yeah.
Are we done?
I think we might be done. Scarface, yes.
That's a good film. Heat, that's a good film. Scrag wins. What does Scrag win with?
Forrest Gump, of course.
I just like to run.
It's okay, but leave these in the comments so I can go back to them, make a list, because you can't see the comments after the stream's finished. So put them in the comments. I will make a list diligently, and I will try and work my way through them.
Okay. And on that note, before more questions come in, here's the Scrag shouted Starship Troopers, which is a good shout, to be fair. Tyranids.
We'll see.
Craig wants to be your thunder buddy.
Aww.
It's kablams. Sorry.
Thanks. So,
Georgie, what dreams may come? A good weepy chick flick. You're not a chick flick girl, are you?
Some of them I am.
Only the ones with that dude that you really like.
Which one?
The one who's Welsh but you say he isn't Welsh.
Tom Ellis from Lucifer.
That's it, yeah.
Lost Boys is a fantastic film, but we have to stop talking about films. Put them in the comments. We will review them. Good. It's a great film.
Yeah. Listen, as Drakey's just quite rightly put it there, we're now at 5 minutes over an hour, and this is meant to be a half-hour show. As we always say, it's never going to be a half-hour show with me involved. Then add this one to the fray as well. It's definitely not going to be a half an hour. Add you guys into it, and it's an impossibility. So let's just say we're going to go for half an hour to an hour a week, and we'll see where it runs.
45 minutes.
Final things to either drop into this chat comment, or probably better, to be fair, because once we lose these, we lose them.
You can't see them.
Drop them into the video comments at some point, or send us a direct message. What do you want next week's backdrop to be?
Yes!
It's not for us to decide, it's for
really
you to decide.
I was really excited about that.
Yeah. And it's cool. It's cool. It looks good. But at that point, guys, we're going to say adios.
Adios.